Does doing gratitudes work? No. I'm just joking. Yes, they do work. The issue is this. Sometimes when people start doing gratitudes, they're already in a heightened state of stress. And then therefore, the gratitudes are not higher in intensity than their stress. And so they cannot see any good results from them. Or they do gratitudes, but as soon as something happens, their gratitudes slide to the left and enroll the stress and the views that come when we feel stressed. So, how is it that you make gratitudes work effectively for you? That's what we're going to do today. We're going to learn how, when you include the 3-step thought process into your gratitudes, you will see great success, even if you are already stressed. This is Renee Thomas with DIY Mental Boost, and I am all about the brain. I love sharing how it is that you can work with your brain, the way that it processes things in order to enhance your emotions and how you see the stressors in your life. So, gratitudes, they're great. You're able to allow your brain to focus on what is good in your life. That is good. And the more your brain focuses on the good, the more you know the brain will then start to create good feelings, good vibe feelings. So gratitude is a great way to get started in doing that. You can boost that, enhance that by utilizing the 3-step thought process. So what I created are weekly gratitude trackers. And you can actually download one of those gratitude trackers, and it will list 24 things for you to be grateful for this week. Now, as you go through each day, you will at the end of the day check mark and see which one of the gratitudes you got to experience that day. As you are actually looking at the list, the brain will actually start thinking about those other ones that are unchecked, and it will be looking for them throughout the week. At the end of the week, you're going to look at your tracker list for the week, and you're going to see which did not get a check mark. That is what you're going to do the 3-step thought process on. When you look at that and it says, oh, you didn't get a hug this week. You didn't have a hug to be grateful for. You're going to sit there and say, what? Why did I not have a hug this week? Why isn't that something that just was here in my life for this week? And you may have some reasons for that. You might say, well, I don't have a boyfriend. Or you might say that nobody loves you. Or you might say, I don't like hugs. Well, you'll do the 3-step thought process to clear any resistance to you receiving hugs. Because if your brain is saying, I can't have hugs, I don't think hugs are good, I don't want hugs, I can't have one unless I have this, I can't. The brain is not going to allow you to see the opportunities for receiving hugs. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope you enjoy this little challenge that you can do every single week to help build your gratitudes and to actually use gratitudes in a productive way so that it actually is affecting your emotions. It's one thing to say, oh, I'm so grateful for this. But then 2 seconds later, we're talking about something of how it's not good enough, or it could be better, or that is good, but this is still wrong. So that is why when gratitude starts to not be so productive. So if you're looking for a way to enhance your gratitudes, why don't you try including the 3-step thought process in it? Because what that's going to do is going to help your brain to clear any resistance to keep receiving good into your life that you can be grateful for, but also so that you can actually see it when it's there, when it's coming, opportunities to not block it. This is Renee Thomas with DIY Mental Boost. We're all about the brain, and I am so glad that you're here. Go to DIYmentalboost.com or go to my Etsy store, which is also DIY Mental Boost, and you can download your weekly tracker. Now, the tracker is actually good for 4 weeks. But the next month, you might want to look for other things to be grateful for. For each month, I'll be putting out a new tracker that has new things for you to receive into your life. Affirmations. What do you know about affirmations? Do you know a lot? Do you know a little? How are they working for you? Or have you tried them and they're not working? What do I think of affirmations? I think affirmations are good because affirmations lead to mindsets. And I'm all about the mindset of your brain. How is it that you make an affirmation turn into a mindset? Because an affirmation could be say, I am worthy, I am worthy, I am worthy, but you're actually feeling unworthy. So until the affirmation becomes something you actually feel, it's actually not a mindset yet. Okay? So when your affirmations are something that you say and you actually feel, then they become mindsets. Up until then, they're just words that you put out, which are really good because you want your brain to hear those good words. But why does it seem that affirmations take a long time, or you have to do it so many times, or it just doesn't seem to stick? Well, that's because within our subconscious, we have low vibe emotions, affirmations going on. Okay, and those are of high intensity, that they are stronger and more powerful than the affirmation that you said for just 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, because you have 70,000 thoughts a day going in your head. And so you got to see which is the loudest, which is the highest, which is being said the most. So how do you make affirmations work for you so that you don't have to just keep saying a bunch of words in a mantra type sense, but not really seeing any results? Well, if you love affirmations, then you're going to really love what you're going to do with this little PDF guide that I've made for you. This is actually a challenge for you to see what you can do with affirmations. So you just take the affirmation list, and what you're going to do is you're going to read what the topic is. There are 20 topics with 100 different affirmations. When you read the affirmations for that topic, how does it make you feel? Are you feeling it's true, or are you feeling it's not? So if the affirmation is that I love my job, it's productive and beneficial for me, but yet you really don't feel it, well, then you'll want to use the 3-step thought process, because that will help the brain to release any resistance to thinking that there's any good in your job. Then you will have done a rewire, a shift. And so then it will start to feel comfortable. And then that's when affirmations, when they are comfortable and they feel the power, that they become mindsets. So affirmations, they're very good. But if you're saying an affirmation, but you're feeling it's not true, you'll want to do the 3-step thought process, which will quickly de-escalate that feeling that is higher than the affirmation. You want to keep the affirmation that you want higher than the low vibe affirmation. So you can do that with this little sheet PDF guide that I have made, so that you can actually make some great changes with affirmations. Okay? If you're saying, I love affirmations, but at the same time, you're so depressed, it's only because the affirmations are not having enough power. The low vibe emotions are actually overshadowing it. So what you can do, your affirmations that you are not feeling, do the 3-step thought process. And the guide sheet shows you how to do that. So if you're interested in that, go to DIYmentalboost.com to download it right now, or you can go to my Etsy shop and you can download it and start to really get some powerful affirmations that you're really feeling. Now, as soon as you start feeling these affirmations and they become mindsets, do you know what happens? That's when those things start to become a reality in your life. And that's when you start to see the changes. But if you're just saying the affirmations and then you're not feeling it, that's why it's not seeming anything is changing for you. Does That makes sense? Remember, the brain can only produce what it is that we input it. So you're putting in affirmations, but if the low vibe affirmations are higher in intensity, that's why you're not getting any results. So what you want to do is make those low vibe affirmations go down, and then the high vibe affirmations go up. And when you do, they will become mindsets. And when it's a mindset, what does that mean? It means it's in there. It's an automatic program. You don't have to fight to make yourself think that this is good or this is who you are. Your brain will just tell you that as soon as you wake up every day. You won't have to talk yourself into say, oh, you're beautiful, you're kind, you're wonderful. You will not have to do that because your brain will always say to you, you're beautiful, you're wonderful, you're kind. It will tell you. So affirmations are great. They're a great way to get started on helping to guide your brain in the right direction to start bringing high vibe emotions into your life, along with situations and things that you want. This is Renee Thomas with DIY Mental Boost, and thank you for letting me share this with you. I hope that you found this beneficial, and we'll see you the next time.